Pharaoh, the guy back in the motherfucking building. Yeah, they try to snatch the page, man, but they can't do it though, man. They ain't got the fluid. Got Rozzy Bugatti in this bitch today, man, on this Diddy trial, man. What up, Rozzy?
Y'all know what's going on. We in this bitch steaming and demon, man. Diddy popping and shit.
Ah, Diddy bopping, man. Yeah, they thought they could take the page from a nigga, man, but it really couldn't get taken though, man. So y'all know what it is, man, and it's that time again to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide, man. Them buttons ain't got no teeth, so go ahead and reach. Support the channel, support your boy, man, and above all, man, support the motherfucking movement. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, make that bop, bop, bop. Remixes out, man. Make sure y'all go tap that. Run that up on the Rozzy Bugatti YouTube channel, the Bugatti Rozzy on SoundCloud, Apple Music. You feel me? All that old good shit, man. So what's up, Rozzy, man? What you feeling like today, man? How you feeling about the Diddy outcome?
Man, I'm feeling good, man, to see a king do what he did, man.
Yeah, I think they threw out the racketeering case. You feel me? They threw that out. Now, hopefully, what they do is, they come in with the motherfucking not guilty on the shenanigans too, though. You feel me?
Yeah, man. And recorded.
They threw out three. I think they threw out
three not guilty.
Three not guilties on the racketeering.
Yeah, that's serious charges.
But how do you feel like the man not guilty on racketeering, but you find him guilty on bringing prostitutes or male escorts across state lines? He was doing, if he wasn't accused, if he got found not guilty on racketeering, and y'all saying that he was using his business and his power to influence these females or these males to come across state lines, take his wife across state lines for sexual pleasure, it don't add up if you do racketeering, but you don't get the prostitution. You know what I mean?
And the other one, what was the other charge that they give niggas when they pimping? What's that other charge?
Not pimping and pandering. Nah, he didn't get pimping and pandering.
Not pimping and pandering. What's the other one? Trafficking.
Sex trafficking.
Huh?
Yeah, sex trafficking. He didn't get no sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking. He beat that too as well, right?
No, that's what they try to find. That's what the jury is locked on about the sex trafficking, because, like we said on your page, though, there's I think he's 51 or 71. He got a PhD, a white male.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It's a white male. He 51 with a PhD, and he's swinging. Don't nobody know which way he's swinging, in favor of Diddy, or he's trying to find Diddy guilty. Remember, 11 people was finding him guilty on certain cases, and it was or they had their decision made on their verdict. 11 people had their verdict made up, but there's one person. So now, and mind you, he said he don't care what the judge is saying. He's saying that the judge may be bedroom policing. or it could be sex trafficking. Let's be clear here. Let's be clear here, y'all. So if my thing is this. If you got text messages of this girl saying she like the freak offs, if you got her on her own recorded threatening to kill people and chop them up into little pieces and threatening them that after she does this to him, allegedly Diddy's gonna do the same thing to him. So we have this lady threatening people's lives about her being in a video in a freak off. You see, the thing about it is, to me, she didn't want nobody to know. Just like I said before, man, my mother, my own mother, was abused coming up, right? My mama got away from that though. So when somebody tell me, oh, she was scared, oh, she couldn't get away, you know, the money was influenced, bingo, gringo, that's what it was. It was the money. It was her getting her ass kicked, and then she knew she was going to feel better once he bought her a Hermes bag. That's how I look at it. You was getting your ass beat, and then you didn't even come out with a case against Diddy. You came out with a lawsuit. You could have pressed charges against the nigga for sex trafficking. But instead, you choose to sue the nigga in court for some money. So you was cool with getting pissed in your mouth, sucking herpes dick, you know, getting trains ran on you, if possible, allegedly. But you was cool with it. You said you was cool with what was going on. You said that. Your words, not mine. You feel me? Your words, not mine. Now, they say it's a Jane Doe, right? Involved in the case. Remember where Jay-Z got involved in the case where the girl alleged Jay-Z of sexually assaulting her when she was a minor at a party. What did Jay-Z say? Jay-Z said, we want to see her. Since she gonna accuse me, I got a right to face my accuser. You can't call her Jane Doe. Put her name out here so I could know who she is. So the media could know who she is. People could verify that either her, for her, or against her. I got a right to face my accuser. You can't hit Diddy with a Jane Doe and charge him with a Jane Doe.
Seconds remaining.
How you charging? That's like getting charged with murder, and the person that you murdered is John Doe. It don't work like that. You murder somebody, they gonna say who you murdered. You sexually assault somebody, you grape somebody, they supposed to say who you did it to. Of course we know he did it to Cassie. He gave her 20-30 million. That's what she wanted for her crime, for his alleged crimes he committed against her, having her sex trafficked. Did she or did she not come out with a lawsuit instead of pressing charges? That's all I want to know. Did she press charges or did she do a lawsuit? Sex trafficking. Come on now. Come on now. Let me know what y'all think, man. Get that chat though, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk that shit, that chat though, man. It also, the man that was the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, right? He had a 12-year run of an organization using this business for sex trafficking, had a whole operation going. But they said he was too old to stand trial, right? How is a person too old to stand trial? But then these Nazi war criminals, you go get them when they really in wheelchairs, oxygen masks, hospice beds, holding on to clinging on to dear life. But you go get these people and you make them stand trial for their war crimes, but you won't make this man stand trial for his 12 years of sex trafficking males, of minors. How fair is that?
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
I'm not saying that the man ain't did something wrong, but what he's being charged with, the main meat and potatoes of what the man was charged with, he already paid the woman $20 million, $30 million in court. She did not press charges. She filed a lawsuit. Let's be clear here. Let's be real here. It don't matter what you think. It what matters what the victim thinks. And the victim filed a lawsuit not pressing charges. So that tells me that the person that filed the lawsuit wanted the money instead of seeing him go to jail. All this is because he alleged somebody some type of promises and some type of stardom and he didn't give it to him. Well, you the fool that keeps sticking around knowing you keep getting played. Let's run these charges.
On count one, the racketeering conspiracy charge, Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, perhaps the most complicated charge for the jury to understand. The count one had provided for a number of predicate acts, but the jury does not have to get into that because they have found Sean Combs not guilty of leading a criminal enterprise, not guilty of racketeering.
Not guilty of leading the criminal enterprises. So therefore, I wasn't doing none of this to further my business, my enterprise. I was just a freak. So if I was found guilty of of racketeering, you gotta find me guilty of sex trafficking. What you think, Rozzy? Rozzy Bugatti.
Guilty. Shut up, not guilty.
What you say?
Huh?
What you say?
Man, that's all they need to know is not guilty, man. They try to, the niggas is nasty, bro. We all been said this, bro. And if you can't see through this shit, bro, they just trying to tear down another black man, bro. Just like OJ, man. All this shit. You feel me? Took the money from the nigga, bro. Now y'all really want to just punish the man in the industry because he has so much power. And nigga too close to being a billionaire, bro. We ain't no such thing as no black banks, no black grocery stores. They not gon' soon as you start getting that far, nigga, sit your ass down. You doing too much.
Yeah, but I'ma be real with you though, Rozzy Bugatti, man. I got a right and a left. The same way I defend you, the same way, nigga, I speak kind of the obvious. Just because Diddy started the first black political party, just because Diddy sued De Leon, doesn't mean he's not guilty. See, what happened was, and this is my thought. If they really wanted Diddy to go down, the tape that came out of him kicking Cassie and beating her up in the hotel hallway, bro, that's 10 years old. Somebody we know that they allege that Diddy paid $50,000 to have this tape. How did this tape makes it way back into the metaverse if Diddy paid $50,000 for the tape. My theory is the DEA or some agency was around. They got that tape and they said they're going to blackmail this man with this tape.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, let's be clear here. Just because he did that, it's not saying he a bad man. But damn it, if you wanted him to be locked up for domestic violence, battery and assault, you should have did it 10 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. And that would have been conducted in another state, which is our state.
It was done in California. So therefore, him being caught on tape, kicking this girl, brutally assaulting this woman, he would have went to jail. He wouldn't have been able to continue on sex trafficking and doing nasty shit. Also, the girl, the black girl from that was speaking that did the interview and said that she used to wear a white dress at the white parties, right? She said that, you know, Diddy told her to wear the dress, you know, so she could become more accessible to people. So, you know, she was doing this in hopes that she would obtain some type of career out of being a prostitute. So again, this is what she chose to do. The nigga lied to her. She said that she had to keep going back and asking him, when am I gonna get my chance? When am I gonna get my deal? When am I gonna get in the studio? After the 56th time of having sex with people, you should have called it off and called it quits.
Number will be monitored and recorded.
You should have said, I'm done with this. But then here's another thing that's wrong with this picture. She also never pressed charges on him for sex trafficking. Also, she said that she got tired of going around and record company executives and all this would grope her and grab her, but she never said these people's names though. So
let's get this understood. Let's get this understood. They don't want Diddy to get to start exposing other people.
Facts.
Because they seen them videos and some of theirs was on them videos.
Yeah, facts. And like I said before,
so let's be understand.
And like I said,
doing this shit too long. You understand?
Facts. And like I said before, man, this is the negotiation process of the information, the damaging information that Diddy possesses against these conglomerates. He already got found not guilty. Look what's going on here. He got found not guilty of racketeering. This is one of the most damaging cases. This is one of the most damaging charges against Diddy. They found him not guilty. Remember, they went in this house to find the tapes. They even said it on the news that they was in there looking for the tapes. Who was on the tapes? Who sent them to get these tapes?
They still ain't say who on them tapes.
They still ain't said that who on them tapes. Just like they not never gonna say who all on the Jeffrey Epstein list.
Exactly.
But the thing about what Diddy's case is, them people that's coming and looking for them tapes, you gotta be doing some ungrateful, nasty, despiteful, pedophile type of shit to be going on. It was well known that Diddy parties get out of control and they be doing all type of shit. Now people are scared. This is the negotiation process where whoever trying to obtain his security of him being on them tapes and telling Diddy, look, man, you give up them tapes, man, or you do this. This is the negotiation process. I do not see Diddy going to jail for nothing. Because this is bedroom policing at its finest, man. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all getting them comments, man.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Come on now, y'all, man. Hop in them comments, man. There's 35 people here, man. Let's get some likes in here, man. Make them likes match them views, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend, man. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide, man. Let's run this content, man, on these charges, though.
Conspiracy. They will now move to the other 4 counts, 2 of them on sex trafficking and on, and we have not guilty now on count 2, which was sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of sex trafficking when it comes to his former girlfriend, Cassie.
Not guilty on sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura. Another win in Diddy's favor. Another win in Diddy's favor. This is the person that they used because he paid her $30 million to keep her mouth closed and not press charges on her. She got the money, she still got on stand and gave up damage evidence, not just to himself, to Diddy, but to herself as well. This is a woman that alleged Diddy was doing all these things to her. But her current husband, she met him by way of the freak-offs. She met him by way of the freak-offs. So how much did this girl really not like what was going on? How much was this girl sitting up there saying, oh, stop this, I don't want to be a part of this or none of that? She couldn't have been doing nothing. They found him not guilty. You heard that, Rozzy?
Not guilty.
Not guilty, man. Not guilty. Everybody was sitting up here talking about, oh, he did this to her, he did that to her. This, I'm going to say it again. This reminds me of the O.J. Simpson case. The only difference is nobody died here. O.J. Simpson was found not guilty in court, but everybody in the metaverse says what? Oh, O.J.'s a murderer. He killed his wife. He was found not guilty. Well, I mean, you say put a nigga on trial for shit when a nigga is found not guilty, yet he's still a murderer. Then what happened? They sued him in court, civil court, found him liable for something that he was found not guilty of and got stripped of everything. How fair is that? How fair was O.J. Simpson? What compassion did the people have for O.J. Simpson after he found he was not guilty? Let's run this content, man.
Ventura. There was a real debate that the jury heard over the course of the last 2 months about consent and coercion and the complications of deciding when an 11-year relationship between Combs and Cassie Ventura may have become a criminal one. And the jury decided it was not criminal sex trafficking when Sean...
It was not criminal sex trafficking. Because like I said, man, if it was criminal sex trafficking, they gonna have to start locking up a lot of these rappers. They gonna have to lock up me and a couple of my partners. Nigga done had that dog shit that flew a bitch out, nigga, or you feel me, tricked on a bitch got a bitch an Uber to come to the room. Like, let's be real here. A lot of people, females included, would be going to jail for sex trafficking, bro. You in an 11-year you in an 11-year nasty relationship with this man. And you say you couldn't leave at not one time?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Instead of pressing charges, you filed a lawsuit? Man, come on now, y'all. Man, come on, y'all, man. We up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? You rocking with me, man. Hit that like, man. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, man. It's 44 people up in here, man. Make them likes match them views.
Like button, man.
It's 44 people in here, man. Make them likes match them motherfucking views, man. Stop playing, man.
It's a one-stop truck. Yeah, one-stop truck. Hey, yeah, boy, go turn them lights up, boy. It's going crazy in this motherfucker. Y'all know what's going on, man.
Man, I'm back, man. You know how I get down, man. Y'all know me, man. I don't sugarcoat a motherfucking thing, man. I'm back.
Don't say that.
I'm back, nigga. I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm back, man. Yeah. They just hit me with the strike. You know what I'm saying? With the episode I dropped on the Diddy report about Diddy having, you know, is it possible Jaguar White is true, HIV and AIDS? You know, I was just asking a question. I wasn't saying the nigga had it. But damn. All right, y'all want to play like that? Okay, cool. Cool, we can play like that, man. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sugarcoat a motherfucking thing, bro. If my mama was abused when I was growing up and she got away and it was hard coming up because she had to get away, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You got to give up everything, man. You got to give up everything to get away. If you don't give up everything, you ain't trying to get away. Point blank, period. Let's run this content, man.
Make sure you know.
Combs committed what his attorneys freely admitted was domestic abuse, as you saw in that video. He has been found not guilty now on racketeering conspiracy, not guilty on sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura. He has been found guilty on count 3, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. He has also been found guilty on count 5, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. These charges carry a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison, so we do have a split verdict. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy.
Now, he has been convicted of transportation for prostitution. Of who? Of who? Nigga, of who? Again, it's Cassie and Jane Doe. Who the fuck is Jane Doe? It's a monkey wrench in the game. They threw some bullshit in the game because they knew none of the charges that they threw against the wall was going to be able to stick. So they bring this rabbit. What you say?
I said that's a 415 to this.
That's a 415. Man, it's 81 people in here, man. Hit that motherfucking like button, man. It don't cost you nothing, man. Stop playing. Man, run them lights up, man.
That Bob remix, man. It's Rosie Bugatti on this joint, man. On the real, when I got fire, let's talk, man. Y'all know how we do it in this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all go tune in and run that bop up, Raji Bugatti. We got Raji Bugatti in the building today. You know what I'm saying?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That bop stringing on all major platforms right now. You feel me? Go ring that up. Go run that up. I mean.
That's in the comments for him. Say that in that comments for him, Pharaoh. That Raji Bugatti 9, man.
Man, they see you in the comments right now, man. I'm I got you in the comments right now already, nigga.
Yeah, they know the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how the fuck we go. Ain't no sugar coat on this. That's why they be trying to take this page, man. Y'all know what's going on, man.
Y'all know what's going on.
Crazy how you come. Niggas know the truth, man. Y'all see how Diddy mama walked out there with the thumbs in the air. It's a good look. She walked outside and said, nigga, not guilty. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't liking that. Them devils wasn't liking that.
Nah, they wasn't. Nah, they wasn't, man.
And I don't even say I ain't sitting here saying I condone all the freaky shit he was doing. It's a lot of motherfuckers. It's even niggas that's not bisexual, whatever they want to say. You feel me? We all flying, niggas with money, we all flying or drove some bitch in an Uber to do whatever we did, cuz.
You feel me?
Whatever we did, bro. Is that sex trafficking? We drove the bitch from Van Nuys to LA?
Nigga, what's going on, nigga?
We just gave the bitch some transportation. She ain't no car.
She couldn't get there, nigga.
She ain't got no plane. The nigga flew out there.
She wanted to get hit, nigga. She could have said no.
Could have said no, man. You got what I get. She wanted to be a star, man. So he put the bitch on Mars, you dig?
Man, come on, man.
Now, domestic violence, she would have been found guilty for that. It's not what they talking about.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. That's, you know what I'm saying? You know, we talking about Jane Doe. We do not know this woman's name. We do not know who she is. We don't know who she is. How the fuck you gonna tell me, nigga, I'm guilty of sex trafficking? Where? When? Who? How, nigga? My bitch? I sex traffic my bitch. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Let's run this content. And this is the fucked up thing about it. Some way, somehow, they ain't get what they want, or they might have got some of what they wanted. So I still look at it, even though he being found guilty, I think, man, come on, man, this nigga, man, if they just gave Young Thug a suspended sentence, nigga, this nigga
45 years.
Come on, man, they gotta get this nigga Diddy. Diddy can't be going to prison, man. If Young Thug ain't go to prison, Diddy, let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all getting these comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, man.
That?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Man, it's just hard, you know, to see this man get found guilty and people not even really looking at it. How do you get found guilty, not guilty on sex trafficking Cassie, but you get found sex trafficking Jane Doe? That shit don't make no sense, man.
Not guilty of sex trafficking Cassandra Ventura, but he has been found guilty on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And we're waiting for one more count, the sex trafficking of Jane. And just now the jury has decided that Sean Combs is not guilty of sex trafficking his former girlfriend who testified under the pseudonym Jane. So the jury has now of Jane, and just now the jury. He has also been found guilty on count 5, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. These charges carry a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison.
Now, Jen say he only found guilty on the prostitution part. Now this is also what we gotta look at. This is just transportation. It carries up to 10 years. It carries up to 10 years. Now, if you listen carefully, he says that he's found guilty on the transportation for prostitution, but they're waiting to find out the verdict on Jane Doe. So this found guilty of these cases right here only got to still deal with Cassie Ventura. So how does he get found guilty on these charges, but get found not guilty on charges of sex trafficking for Cassie Ventura? Sex trafficking and prostitution kind of run neck and neck, man. Come on now. The shit run neck and neck. Yim say that's bullshit. Hell yeah, that's bullshit. And let y'all know, man, y'all can curse in the comments, man. I don't block nothing, man. You feel me? Everything legal like a beagle around this motherfucker, man. You feel me? This the platform, the podcast of keeping it real, man. Sometimes you gotta use your words to get your point across. And if they vulgar language, man, run that shit, man. We ain't worried about that shit, though, man. The gay John Gotti is crazy. That is crazy. That nigga said the gay John Gotti, bro. I gotta pin that, man. Oh, mamas, man, you a fool for that one.
That's what 50 said.
Oh, yeah? Man. Man, I would call him more. I would call Diddy the rap Liberace, or the hip hop John Elton John. You feel me? John Gotti at least was killing people though. You feel me? John Gotti was putting them bags to people and them tags on people's feet. But you know, the gay John Gotti is crazy. But man, the hip hop Elton John. Man, that's wild. That's wild. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Anybody that stabbed anybody in the back, nigga, to get power, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, me, I'm all about, nigga, the worker bee, nigga. If you don't like the boss, nigga, you can move on to another motherfucking family. And if you don't want to move on to another family because you know what will happen to you, then nigga, you accepted these rules. Nigga, play the game and wait your turn. But in that lifestyle, it's like that. But at the end of the day, to kill your boss because he was going to find out you was selling drugs, man, it is what it is, man. Them niggas couldn't fuck with John Gotti, so John Gotti didn't have to kill that nigga. John Gotti could have went to war, and them niggas, the family would have came in and said, you know what I'm saying? John Gotti had enough power to fight the families. So let's start there, man. John Gotti had power to fight the families, man. For real, let's run this content.
So we do have a split verdict. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking Cassandra Ventura, but he had...
Hey, fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. This just happened the other day. I was eating some chicken, you little bitch. You little bitch. You little bitch. I knew somebody was gonna say something, but it's good though. Your bitch like it.
Has been found guilty on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution, and we're waiting for one more count, the sex trafficking of Jane, and just now the jury has decided that Sean Combs is not guilty of sex trafficking his former girlfriend who testified under the pseudonym Jane. So the jury has now believed that the relationships...
So his girlfriend, who's in the trial and all this, instead of her real name, her name's Jane, and he still get found not guilty. This shit don't get no crazier, bro.
That Sean Combs had with his former girlfriends Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane were not criminal, did not involve sex trafficking. All Sean Combs has been convicted of here is...
Now, how y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about that? Y'all was talking about sex trafficking and all that. This nigga got found not guilty. Now, also, this is a non-violent crime. Prostitution, nigga, I'm paying for
Your
pussy.
telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I do not see Diddy getting nowhere near 20 years or 10 years. I don't see Diddy doing no time in jail. What you think, Rozzy Bugatti?
That nigga probably walk out the house. Walk out that courthouse in a couple of hours.
He gonna be walking out that courtroom, man.
Transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And Kira, those did seem to be the most evident crime.
What you say?
I said house arrest or that $1 million bail Brian Field is asked for. Once again, let's get this understood. Y'all know who lawyer that was, right?
Who lawyer was it?
That was Young Thug lawyer.
Same nigga got Young Thug off.
Same nigga that slept next to Young Thug in the cell and worked on his case. When the judge told him to stop doing something or he's gonna send him to jail. That nigga said, send me to jail with
You have 60 seconds remaining.
be right next to him so we can work on the case. That's the realest lawyer ever, nigga.
That's a real ass lawyer. So that nigga got put in jail so he could work on Young Thug case more adamantly.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna let him just fuck over Thug. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to, so he kept saying what he was saying. Just said, you say something again, nigga, I'm gonna put your ass in jail.
That's
Say it
that.
again.
That's a motherfucker that believe in his clients. You feel me? It's not another motherfucker out here defending motherfuckers like that because he probably know motherfuckers be getting washed up. Even though they might be involved in some shit, but what you charging them with is trying to get him washed up. So, hell yeah, man. Shout out to that nigga, man, and this lawyer, man, for real though.
That Sean Combs committed. We heard testimony from the male escorts. The jury heard about the cash that they were paid, and as prosecutors told them, they were not in those hotel rooms for scintillating conversation. Sean Combs guilty of transportation for the purposes of prostitution, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking.
3 signs your car accident.
How much time do y'all think Diddy will be receiving? How much time y'all think he gonna get? You feel me?
To accept this call, say or...
Bit of a commotion outside the courthouse. Sean Combs' mother just returned here. She is...
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Timothy Richardson says 10 years. I don't think so, Timothy, because it carries up to 10 years. So
I don't think so, Timothy.
they gonna give him 5 and 5 for each case? Even if they do whatever they gonna give him, let me ask you this, Timothy. Do you think, Timothy, that he gonna be going to prison?
Gonna give a nigga 10-year probation, man, little Timothy.
Captain Richard says, time served, he done. That's what I think.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be some type of probation, some type of house arrest, some shit like that that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna come out of this.
let me get y'all to understand something, bro, with these federal, bro, everything is money with them, bro. And he
Exactly.
got to give.
Exactly. That's what Captain Richard just said. He said nothing coming from it. Tax bracket out of our realm of comprehension. And I always say this, man, them people play in a different realm. So, you know what I'm saying, that's that money working. And that it could be that he ain't gave up that information. But like you say, Captain Richard, for sure, it's that money. It's that money for sure.
That chili beans, man.
Prison, I would say prison definitely was made for black men, but when you got this money that, you know what I'm saying, that these type of people got, prison ain't too much of a bad idea. But you know, you not catching what he's saying though. Timothy or Captain Richard, I think both of y'all agreeing with each other, because, you know, even though Timothy's saying prison was built for black people, you know, Captain Richard is also saying that it's built for also poor people, you know, because you got poor whites, poor Mexicans, it's filled with the disgruntled employees, right? But also what Captain Richard is saying is that it don't matter what race you are when you get to this realm. You can't comprehend that these black people get away with certain type of crimes. Why? Because they in this realm of these other people. And on top of that, man, they got hundreds of millions of dollars. Who, nigga, if I'm the DA and I tell you, oh, you finna get charged with this, nigga, give me 20 million, man, you don't think I would tell a nigga, that's why I ain't the DA. I would tell a nigga, give me 20 million before you get charged with this. On my mama, I would. Hey, this nigga Triple J say, who wants to come to the freak off tonight? Nigga, I don't think nobody. The Island Boys gonna be there.
Hey, what's crazy is niggas is all of a sudden trying to be back on Diddy's side. I wouldn't even believe it, but I wouldn't fuck with the niggas if you know what I'm saying, if I was him. Niggas wasn't there when they looked at ugly for a nigga.
Timothy, I'm not gonna say it was just about money. It was about money and information, man. You know what I'm saying? They still haven't got what they was looking for. You know, this man had over 250 something cameras in his house. So they came in there specifically looking for tapes. You know what I'm saying? They wanted something. So, you know, they wasn't finna let this nigga back out to the they wasn't gonna let this nigga back out to the community so he could go hide this shit, or, you know, he could, you know, they wanted him to be destroyed because they had no information on him. They had no real criminal activity that was done. So they said, oh, you don't want to give us what we looking for? Then we gonna destroy you in the media. And that's what they do to every black man that gets to a certain point, whether he's doing something or not. Look at Kanye West. Kanye West, out of all the crazy shit Kanye West does, right? Out of all the exposing he does, why ain't nobody never came out and said Kanye West used to oral copulate his cousin? Because it never happened. He got to incriminate himself to be back in their graces. Captain Richard says, bro, I'm telling you, man, as a white boy, I know it to be true. Rich is a club and we ain't in it. We on the same team. That's why they hating they trying to divide us. We together, brother. No, I'm not saying that, you know, only white people are rich. You sprinkle it around with, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, the vast majority of wealth is controlled by one race of people. We not saying that you a part of it. I got bit by a fucking mosquito right now. That shit's stinging. But, you know, this is a case of, you know, destroying a black man and You know, motherfuckers being exposed for what they being exposed of. Let's run this content and see what he said.
Walked in just a second ago, said she is feeling good because her son was acquitted of the most serious charges that he faced, sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, both of which could have sent him to prison for life. He was convicted, though, of transportation to engage in prostitution, and that charge could put him in prison for up to 20 years, although it's not expected.
Hey, all you niggas that be spending on a bitch and all that shit, y'all better knock it off. You better stop it. They gon' get you for transportation for prostitution. Now you start telling these bitches, I can't get you an Uber, bitch. You better catch the bus. I can't get you an Uber, bitch. I'm gonna get hit for prostitution. I don't give a fuck if.
Transportation to prostitution now?
Huh?
That's transportation to prostitution.
Man, that's transportation to prostitution, my boy. I can't get a bitch no Uber, bitch. If you decide to say that I force you for sex and all of this and then you run it back, I got you the Uber, I might not get hit for the great, but I'm gonna get hit for transportation to prostitution because I said I was gonna give you 40 or pay your phone bill. Come on, man.
Hold on. Where is the prostitution? Where is the prostitutes at? Because that's the case as well, right? Why nobody else in jail?
What you say?
Where is the prostitutes at? Because that's the case as well, right?
Exactly. If you, this woman, his ex-girlfriend, if she's not the prostitute, if the escorts are the prostitutes, why aren't the escorts locked up for prostitution? Hold on, man. I gotta go throw some alcohol on this shit. This shit itching.
We don't know what's going on, man. They playing a dirty game. Same dirty game they playing for me right now, man. Same dirty game they playing for Roger, man. That don't make no sense. They got a nigga, you know what I'm saying, facing all this time for 2 residential burglaries and nothing was taken from nobody else. Y'all go look into that. It don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. This shit just be getting out of hand. But y'all niggas, man, 3 out of 3 counts, man. I mean, out of 5 accounts, 3 not guilty and 2 guilty. That on the lowest charges, that's a win. That's a win for that man. Stop playing with that man. It seemed like the only nigga that was there for him was Kanye, man. All them friends a nigga got, only one rapper pulled up to his motherfucking courthouse, man. Come on, man. Where was Mace at, man? Where was Mace at, man? I want to know where Mace was at, man. Where was Lil Kim, man? Where was they at, man?
Yeah, man, I'm back. Captain Richard says you gonna have to walk, ho. Gotta lace up them forces and get to hiking. Don't forget the fanny pack. That nigga stupid. Throw your little juice and snacks up in that bitch. On mamas, man. On mamas, they making it bad, but they making it good for niggas. Bitch, I can't do none of the above, bitch, cause I could get hit for prostitution. Let's run this content though.
He would get that much time. What we're waiting for now is the judge to decide whether Combs can be released on bail while he awaits his sentencing. He offered to put up $1 million. He put up his homes in Miami and Los Angeles. They're certainly opulent. The jury, the judge, everybody saw pictures of them.
Do y'all think that he gonna get bail? I mean, you know, because he had been in jail. He got found guilty. They only can charge him up to 20 years, right? Each charge holds up the max of 10 years. So he can get 2 years for each account, to be served on house arrest, a joint suspension. Now they gotta cut a deal. He got found guilty, but now he gotta cut a deal of what he got found guilty on. How much time they gonna give him, shit like that. You still there, Rozzy?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, they had everybody thinking it was about the kids, but this is where it ain't fair though, Timothy. Because if you gonna lock this man up and charge him with transportation to prostitution, where is the prostitutes at? You gotta have somebody that is saying, hey, I'm being charged with prostitution because I went to go sleep with Diddy. Where are these people at? This is not fair. You charging a man.
Your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You're charging a man with prostitution for what? For what? Let me know. You're charging a man with prostitution. What's really going on here? Even though they don't want the 304, Timothy, this is what's wrong with a lot of shit that we get into. Even though you don't want, you can, like I made even though it was a theatrical statement, you can't charge somebody for murder without having a body. You can't just come up and say, Pharaoh killed John Doe. Okay, where is John Doe? Who is John Doe? And where did it happen?
Seemed like one of my situations.
You feel me? What robbery did I commit? What house was broken into? Or did a window get broken? Big difference from breaking into a house and only having a window broken. Charging somebody with murder but not having no body. You can't do that. Charging somebody with prostitution, but yet there's no conviction of prostitutes. That don't go hand in hand, bro. It don't go hand in hand. How come we haven't seen nobody charged with prostitution, alleged charged with prostitution? We seen the Punisher come out and admit that he was doing X, Y, and third with Cassie. Didn't be charged as a prostitute. Keep it fair, man. That's another reason why I don't believe that Diddy will be getting 20 years. Because they found him guilty on the most flimsiest, flawable ass charge. Prostitution. You didn't find me guilty for racketeering. You didn't find me guilty of sex trafficking, but you find me guilty of transportation for prostitution? How? Where? Who's the prostitute? Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? Now again, like we always say, is Diddy a nasty motherfucker? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
The dude's one nasty motherfucker. No doubt about that. Dude's one nasty motherfucker. Let's finish running this content, man. Make sure, Hey, it's that time again to tell y'all motherfuckers go run that Bop 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 up by Razi Bugatti, man. It's out on all major platforms. That Bop 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 remix with Zoe Osama, Duffy, and Blue Peso. It's out right now on all major platforms. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Music, YouTube. You feel me? Go run that shit up though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the Bugatti, man. Razi Bugatti, original member of the Stink Team, man. Got a hot summer banger for y'all, man. Called the Bop Bop Bop. You been kind of quiet, you know what I'm saying? This episode, Razi, man. What's going on?
Oh, man, I'm just right here listening, man, taking knowledge, you know, man. Trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Because what I was thinking was when you were saying that, they really doing that, though. They really charging niggas with murders without a body now.
You feel me? I just watched.
They do that back then. Back in the day, you couldn't do that, but now I guess it's a thing.
But if you remember the situation with K5 and 4-Leaf, the police went and lied to K5, told him all type of lies, had a police officer
number will be monitored and recorded.
Had a police officer pull up in the back of a squad car like he was the victim or a witness, pointed him out, made him believe he had a witness against him, got him in jail. The boy ended up telling the whole situation. And then they said that's police techniques. Nigga, you not keeping it fair, nigga.
At all.
Hey, I don't know who the real Brooks is, my nigga, and I hope that ain't no faggot. You feel me, my nigga? I don't know. Let me see who the fuck the real Brooks is, man.
The real?
The real Brooks.
Who was that?
Damn, this nigga got a trial? Hold on, man. This nigga said I look like the real Brooks. Hold on, nigga. Let me see. Damn. Now, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I kind of do look like this nigga low key, though. Let me see what this nigga in jail for, man. Oh, this nigga, man, damn, hold on, man. Man, this nigga right here, bro. This nigga did some shit. This nigga, October 26th, the jury returned with guilty verdicts on all 76 accounts after deliberating for a total of 3 hours and 15 minutes. Brooks was sentenced on November 16, 2022. Doro imposed 6 life sentences without the possibility of parole, one for each of the deceased victims to be served consecutively. Damn, man.
They find these guilty in 3 hours?
Man,
they
boy.
had their mind checked.
Yeah, they had their mind. I'm trying to figure out what this nigga went to jail for, though. Hold on. Pull up this nigga charges. Oh yeah, this is my boy. I think this is my boy. I think this the nigga I was talking about. The nigga that was in the parade attacks, nigga. Oh nah. This that wild nigga. I'm not sure. Hey, hold on, man. Tell me about this nigga, man. Yeah, but was it the people that he ran over? Was it them people's like, you feel me? You feel? I appreciate that, Captain Richard, man. You know, this is space, man, where we keep that motherfucker fresh, man. You feel me? I heard about it. That's what I'm asking, Captain Richard, man. Oh, it was a white parade, like some white Nazi shit? Because I think I heard about that, man. Yeah, I heard about it, man. You feel me? Oh yeah, I did hear about the nigga. The nigga was acting like a fool in court. Cause it was another nigga that was in trial with the dreads. Nigga that was like, I'm not with the buffoonery. Yeah, I remember that nigga too. But yeah, I remember. I think that nigga had a red truck. He plowed into a black truck. That nigga plowed into a whole bunch of people at a parade, man. But yeah, man, I ain't him though, man. Let's run this content though.
And the judge said he would convene a hearing later this afternoon to determine if Combs should be released. He seemed confident, telling his family after the verdict was read, I'm coming home, baby. And we caught up with one of his sons just a moment ago. He certainly seemed to believe, also Diane, that his father would be released on bail.
Guess which student has a better chance of getting into...
Now, I'm going to be real with y'all, man. Y'all be real with me, man. What y'all think? Y'all think Diddy gonna really serve all this time in jail? What you think? What you think, Rozzy, man? Talk to us, man. We'll talk back.
The jury has returned a split verdict in the...
Huh?
Bo ain't doing no time in there.
No time at all.
Bo ain't doing nothing. No time at all. Alright. Yo, Teddy in there? Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, nah, I said, no, that nigga ain't doing no time. I think he gonna get house arrest, bro, or joint suspension, bro. It don't even add up. And he already got like 2 years time served.
Facts. I don't get what you saying, Captain Richard. I don't get that comment, bro. I don't get that, man. But clarify yourself for that comment for me, though, Captain Richard. I appreciate the comment. And to everybody, man, that's indulging right now, man, shout out to everybody. Hey, shout out to everybody for indulging in them comments, man. You feel me? Coming through, stopping the view, man. But let's get them motherfucking lights up, man. You feel me? Let's make them likes match them views, though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Show me a little love in this motherfucker, man. You feel me? For real, for real. Take us while y'all try to go while y'all try to find that like button on y'all shit, man. I'm finna play this motherfucking song, man. Stop playing.
Make sure y'all like, man. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, man.
Ling and Benny Hans and caught it in crime. Like the little story, so teriyaki with the strip from. Stick in the fucking bitch, I'm trying to belly fuck some even when we courtside. In the description, devil wear Prada now, I'm giving instant pictures in my archives. Nigga, this ain't no rocket check. Why you think the bitch still wearing Saint Laurent? Nigga, these shit chillers and straight legs come with a tick line. Nigga, bop, 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 bop. Shit. They like, what you do for a living? Bop, 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 bop. Nigga, you ain't even gotta ask me. Bop, 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 bop. Bitch, bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bitches white season, they shot bitch in the daytime. I just heard the cold 30 ring through the grapevine. I beat down the whole area. I just had a 3-piece of Susie in my hand at the same time. Nigga, I just put John Cena on that pinky ring if you believe in science. I put a whole stove inside this bitch for a bang with these pies. I'm in the field off the leftover part, I said I couldn't be no high. I could do the chili bean shit all day, but broke bitch make me tired. G-Wagon 63 with 2 Twinkie on it, that's why you see his tires. For the skids, I don't want anything.
Hey, it's all good, man. Captain Richard, man. You know, it's the I Got Fired Let's Talk podcast, man, where we blow and we talk about shit though, man, and keep it going though, man. But you know, this that Rozzy Bugatti, this that new single, bop, 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 man. But we gonna run that motherfucking remix for y'all too though, man.
Tip Maylene and Benny Hunters that caught a hate crime. Bitch the type that lead stories, sauce teriyaki with the strength from. Stick in a burger, bitch, I'm trying to belly flop some even when we courtside. In the description, devil wear Prada, now I'm leaving instant pictures in my archives. Nigga, this ain't no rap check, why you think the bitch still wearing Saint Laurent? Nigga, these chinchillas and straight legs come with a Tech 9. Nigga, bop, 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 bop. They're like, what you do for a living? Bop, 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 bop. Nigga, you ain't even gotta ask me. Bop, 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 bop. Bitch, bop, 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 bop.
Hey, Raza, hey. Bop, 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 bop. Nigga, you don't know the feeling when you get that stove pop. I'm a real hood star, my bitch is top notch. Hit a nigga with a top, no, we cannot kickbox. If the bitch ain't tryna get no dough, then kick rocks. Pop him up, make him hit a dance move like TikTok. I'm like Kobe in the clutch, call me Mr. Big Shot. Let a nigga play with games, his ass gon' get shot. We don't do no talking, white chalk or free Rozzy. Only time you ever see me run is from the Johnny. KJ for the drink, bet he got it on my mama. Got shooters in the cut, gon' blow something like Osama.
Y'all know that dude? Rozzy.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, Rozzy, man. That's that remix, man. Tell them stop playing, man. Yeah, man. That's that Rozzy Bugatti right there, though, man. That's that summer banger. That's that bop, 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 man. Gotta play that bitch one time, man. Stop playing with me, man. Where that one I was just finna play at?
60 seconds remaining.
They still up in here going crazy, man. The people, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe, man.
Man, yeah, they up in here, man. They up in here, man. Y'all hear me, man? Make sure y'all, y'all heard him, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to that Rozzy Bugatti, the Bugatti Show, man, on YouTube, man. You feel me? It's popping over there, man. Got all the Gerald stories. Got all the good stories for the peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go run that up, though, man. Where was this at, though, man? Where was this in it? Okay. Okay. Is this the one?
I'm right here.
What's this weird number?
Reversephone.com. My bank needs what now? Reversephone.com.
The jury has returned a split verdict in the criminal trial of rapper Sean Combs, who's been cleared of the most serious charge. Now, further to this, a bail hearing is scheduled to begin in about 30 minutes' time, meaning the music mogul, there's a chance that he could walk free in the coming hours after months in jail already. Well, joining us live is CNN's Lee Waldman. Lee, thanks for your time this morning, afternoon your time. So can you just bring us up to speed before we get to a potential walk? What's happened this morning for our audience that has just joined us?
Peter, good to be with you this morning, your time. There's been a large crowd of supporters outside of this courthouse all day long today, so much so that police had to come through and put these barricades in place because the crowd of supporters was spilling out into the street. You mentioned that mixed verdict.
Supporters for who? Supporters for what? Is Diddy getting supporters now? What's going on? Does Diddy deserve supporters? Let's run this content, man.
The jury began their deliberations at around 9 today, and in less than an hour, they sent a note saying they had reached a verdict on all of those counts. They found him not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, and then not guilty.
There y'all go right there. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to play this one right here. Y'all see the accounts. Not guilty racketeering, not guilty sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Not guilty on sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Guilty on transportation to engage in prostitution. 2 counts. 10 years each, max. If they came back within an hour, that mean they already know what's up, man. What you say about somebody coming back within a verdict, with the verdict within the hour?
They came back with the verdict and when?
Within the hour.
They already knew that he wasn't guilty. I told you, they come back with a verdict like that, bro. They are.
So that means.
Bro, they got their.
So do you think that one white male that was saying, you know, that the judge sent that the jurors sent a note on to the judge about the nigga? So that only means that them 11 wanted to find Diddy not guilty, and that one white person wanted to find him guilty. That's what that's giving to me. That's what that's saying to me. If the man, if it was 11 people saying they found their verdict already, and this one person was saying no, that means that they already know this nigga wasn't guilty. What do y'all got to say about that now, that Diddy not being guilty?
They already know the truth, man.
Again, I'm going to say it again. How is this man convicted of transportation for prostitution, but found not guilty on sex trafficking? Sex trafficking and transportation of prostitution is trafficking for sex. Prostitution means that somebody's selling pussy. Sex trafficking means you're buying it and you're trafficking it this way. They say in 30 minutes Diddy should be getting a
of the sex trafficking charges he was facing. The only counts he was convicted on, found guilty in, were the transportation to engage in prostitution charges, which are seen as lesser charges than the other two. They carry a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. Now, all of these people, like you mentioned, there's a bail hearing soon. They're waiting outside to see if Sean Diddy Combs will be making his way outside of those golden doors behind us, setting foot outside free until that sentencing hearing happens. And to remind everyone, he has been incarcerated since September 2024, before this trial even began here.
Lee, just on this bail hearing, I mean, is it just a matter of bail being granted or not? I mean,
Because staying connected means less stress, more spontaneity, and fewer meltdowns. And when our son...
There would have been. That's why I think he chased her into her bedroom.
Oh, before stabbing her.
Yes, and stabbed her in the bedroom. She's probably yelling for help and terrified. Gets to the bedroom. He's stabbing her. Ethan's waking up and he's...
Yeah, man, whatever the fuck TNZ got going on, man. But, let me know what y'all think, man. Get in them comments, though, man. There's 12 people up in here now, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. It don't cost you nothing, man. You feel me? Get in here and let us know what's going on, man. How y'all feel about the Diddy trial, man?
Yeah. Hey, man, listen, man. He on his way walking out the door right now, man. They asked for $1 million bail.
No, he gonna get that.
He gonna get that, Brian. Still gonna get that for him.
He gonna get that for sure.
Yeah. No money to get him. Yeah, he would that shit. Nigga wouldn't spend it. He wouldn't spend a night next door for a nigga. Nigga, who won't spend no money on nigga, what? Nigga, my lawyer willing to spend next door to me? Bro, a nigga don't feel no more than comfortable.
Hey, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the Guy with Rozzy Bugatti on that I Got 5 Let's Talk. We gonna wrap this one up, man. It's a wrap, man. In retrospect, man, you know, the man coming home, man. We've been telling y'all, man, or at least I've been telling y'all since the beginning. If you don't believe me, I encourage y'all to go check out the Diddy reports 1 through 18 on my channel, man. It's good. It's locked in. Great content. But above that, man, go subscribe to the Rozzy Bugatti channel on Instagram, on YouTube, over all major platforms, man. Support my boy, my little cuzzo, man, my family, man, on this channel, man. If you rock with me, man, y'all see it, man. Rozzy Bugatti, man. Go subscribe to that channel. What you got to say, Bugatti, before we get up out of here?
Yeah, that's we talking about that right now.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't, man. Take care of each other, man. If you can't do that, take care of yourself.